Subscribe to LearnCap and hit the bell icon to get notified.
When I talk about audit planning, my dear soldiers, audit planning always it has got the 4 stages are there in the audit planning. You have first of all preliminary engagement activity, whether I should take up the audit or not. Then we also have what you can say the overall audit strategy. In case of overall audit strategy, we talk about the scope, the timing, and the direction of audit. I repeat again, the scope, timing, and direction of audit, and also it is a basis for the development of a detailed audit plan. How will you develop a detailed audit plan? It all depends upon the overall audit strategy. That's the thing here. The third stage is audit plan. Audit plan comprises of what audit procedures you will apply. Basically, it comprises of the risk assessment procedure and the further audit procedure. Risk assessment procedure is applied to identify and assess wrong, and further audit procedure comprises of the test of control and substantive procedure. Test of control basically to check the operating effectiveness of the internal control. And when it comes to the what you can say, my dear soldiers, the test of detail, test of substantive analytical procedure and test of detail. Test of detail basically you check the transaction with the documentary evidence. And substantive analytical procedure basically talks about the analyzing of transaction. The next stage, the fourth stage is audit program. Basically, audit program is followed to implement the audit plan. How do you implement the plan? You have to use the audit program. Audit program basically it contains the various instructions, various procedures. Various instructions and various procedures are there in the audit program, whereby you basically obtain audit evidence to draw the conclusion. That's the thing here. So this is what this topic is all about. Now we are in the stage of audit program. So here let us try to understand what are the advantages and what are the what you can say the disadvantages of audit program. So when you have a audit program, what advantages do they have and what are the disadvantages of the audit program? First of all, it is essential to provide total perspective of the work to be done. In audit program, what are the works to be done by auditor? You come to know about it. Basically, audit program is more like a checklist. It's like an instruction guide for the auditor, and it is completely there to implement my plan. I have a plan. For that, I require an audit program to implement the plan. Then, my dear soldiers, less risk and audit can proceed significantly. So, less risk is there and audit can be proceeded in the right direction. Staff entrusted with the work, and write down and are made responsible. They are completely made responsible. So staff are entrusted with the audit and they are made responsible for audit. Made responsible for audit. First of all, it is essential to provide total perspective of the work to be done. Second one, less risk is there because the chances of you omitting the audit procedure is reduced. Drastically it is reduced, and audit can be proceeded in a significant manner. Next one, the staff is entrusted with the audit and are made responsible for the audit. So they are, what you can say, my dear soldiers, they are completely made responsible for the audit. That's the thing here. So these are the various things you need to understand, my dear soldiers, as far as the advantages of the audit program is concerned, and that's the thing here. So this is the first and the foremost thing, my dear soldiers, as far as the audit programs are concerned. That's the thing here. Now next one, what is the next important thing? Disadvantages of the audit program. What are the disadvantages we have? The first and the foremost thing is that the work might become mechanical in nature. The work is becoming, what you can say, mechanical in nature. That's the thing here. Otherwise, what will happen? I have to post entire study material on the PPT and show you. Then there's no use actually here. Here in the PPT, I'm giving you very key sharp points actually here. First, you have to remember this, okay? Whatever you're writing from the PPT, all are important. Remember that. Now, first of all, disadvantage is that the work might become mechanical in nature. Now, what happens, my dear soldiers? Why it becomes mechanical? Because you will have a checklist. You will have a checklist. You will have an audit program. You will follow that audit program only. You will not go left and right also. You will always follow that audit program. And that is a big disadvantage. Suppose say any new development happens, you are not concerned about the new developments or new changes actually here. So you will not be concerned at all. That's the thing here. So the first and the foremost disadvantage is that the work becomes extremely mechanical in nature. So in bracket you write down any new changes are not updated. So in bracket you write down any new changes are not updated. That's a problem with the audit program. The second thing is that the program is often becomes rigid and inflexible. That's the thing here. So my dear soldiers, understand that program is often it is rigid, my dear soldiers, and it is inflexible. That's the thing here. It means you don't accommodate changes. Any new changes you are not accommodating in the program. That's the thing here. So now that's so the same thing actually here. No changes, new changes are not updated. So you are rigid, you are following the same old program. And that is not good actually here, because today's world, dynamic world, when a lot of things are changing, then you have to be ready for all these new things which are coming up. That's the thing here. So the program often becomes rigid and inflexible in nature. That's the thing here. Then may kill initiative of efficient and enterprising assistant. May kill the initiative of the efficient and enterprising assistant. In one case, what happened? One very sharp article assistant joined my office, and he was very brilliant, very, very brilliant. And he was so brilliant that he was more brilliant than the manager who was working for past 10 years. From past 10 years, whoever the manager is working, he is more brilliant than that manager also. What you will tell? That's the thing here. So very, very brilliant, my dear soldiers. No doubt about it. That's the thing here. So very brilliant and no doubt about it. And that's the thing here. So now in such case, my dear soldiers, understand that actually here. So this is the thing here. So it may kill the initiative of efficient and enterprising assistant. That's the thing here. So that is the thing. So now he is suggesting some changes to the manager. Manager ego got hurt. How can a junior give an advice to me? Who is this junior to give advice? So the manager was not at all happy. Hey, how can this junior give advice to me? How dare he gives advice to me? He's a junior, he's a small boy. How can he give advice to me? All this kind of complications and para complications started, my dear soldiers. All these complications are starting. That's the thing here. So, my dear soldiers, understand that this will kill the initiative of efficient and the enterprising assistant. That's the thing here. So now the manager was shouting on the new article. I could find out that ego clash between the manager and the new article. New article was brilliant, no doubt. So sometimes no, you will come across people, their age may be 1/3 of your age or half of your age, but still they are surprising you with a lot of inputs and other thing. That's the thing here. Okay. So I told the manager later, I told that you cannot be harsh on him. What the points he's raising is valid only. So sometimes no, it will kill the initiative. See what manager will tell? You follow the audit program. You don't do anything else. You follow only the audit program which is given. That's it. Ek maar do tukda. Only follow the program. Cholesterol, don't eat my head. Manager will start shouting like this. So all this complication and para complications will come into picture, my dear soldiers. That's the thing here. So these are the, what you can say, the disadvantages we have. Work becomes mechanical. Program often becomes rigid and inflexible and may kill the initiative of efficient and enterprising assistant. That's the thing here. Now, next one. Quality control for the audit work and delegation and supervision of the audit work. Quality control, already we had discussed this concept. When I say quality control, you have to look into the aspect of heal me. Heal me. Human resource, company should, audit firm should have a proper human resource. Engagement performance, you should ensure that the work is performed as per the standards on auditing, legal and regulatory requirement. Then acceptance and continuance of client. I told you that I will not accept a client who is doing a illegal business. I will not accept such kind of client. And then L is what come on the leadership responsibilities. L stands for the leadership responsibility. M stands for, my dear soldiers, monitoring. And E stands for, my dear soldiers, the, what you can say, ethical requirement. It stands for the ethical requirement. I told you about quality. When we talk about quality, nobody should question your work. You should do the work in such a manner that nobody is raising any doubt on your work. Actually, nobody should raise a doubt. That's the thing here. If anybody raises a doubt, it becomes a problematic situation. That's the thing here. So this is what we have to understand about the quality control for the audit work. Now, delegation and supervision of audit work. Audit complies with, what you can say, professional standards, legal and regulatory requirement. This is what I was highlighting you just now, that whatever audit you're doing as per the PSLR. What is PSLR? Professional standards, legal and regulatory requirement. That's the thing here. Then next one, auditor's report issued is appropriate to the circumstances. Whatever auditor's report is issued, my dear soldiers, the auditor's report which is issued, it is appropriate to the circumstances, and that's the thing here. So this is the point, my dear soldiers. That's the thing here. So whatever audit report is there, it should be issued as per the circumstances. Quality control has to be there here. Okay. Yes, Niranjan, you can rejoin. No problem. No issue. These are all, what you can say, golden principles of quality control. First of all, you should do audit as per professional standards. Professional standards here is nothing but standards on auditing. And legal and regulatory requirement means it could be Income Tax Act, Companies Act. So when you say legal and regulatory requirement, it is nothing but, what you can say, the Income Tax Act. It talks about the, what you can say, the Companies Act. That's the thing here. And second point, my dear soldiers, the auditor's report issued is, what you can say, appropriate to the, appropriate to the circumstances, and that's the thing here. So these are the some golden principles here to highlight it actually.
Subscribe to LearnCap and hit the bell icon to get notified.